What's up, guys? Man, happy Thursday. So yesterday I went to the Experience Expo show, and I'm networking, shaking a lot of hands, and a gentleman came up to me and he said, "Courtney, you probably don't remember me, but about 4 years ago when we was at the expo, I shook your hand and we just talking, and he told me, he said, man, I'm so proud of your success, but he said, Courtney, one thing you have shown me is no matter what people think about you, you have to continue to move. You have to continue to want to grow. You have to continue wanting to basically do what you want to do to better you and yours." And he said, Courtney, I actually was a victim of that. I used to be so caught up in thinking about what others thought about me and what I should be doing. It actually, now looking back, I probably missed a lot of opportunity. And guys, I just want us to understand, okay? At the end of the day, I don't care who you are, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do, you cannot worry about what others are saying about you, how they feel about you, and especially when it's on a negative vibe, because negativity has always been here. It's not going anywhere. But when you have a vision, when you're trying to better yourself, put yourself in a better position, guys, that needs to be the least of your worries. Now, I will say this, coming from a person who is on social media, it's going to happen. And at first, I can speak for myself, it can bother you, but you have to overcome that, because what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do, and what you believe in is so much farther, bigger and greater than something so small. And sometimes, guys, I'm telling you, we can let something so small hold us back from something so much bigger. I mean, a lot of us just got to get out here and just look around. A lot of us got to get out of that little bubble, that little environment where we think this is life. It's not, guys. I was that guy once upon a time in my life, just stayed in that little bubble, and I thought that this little bubble that I was living in was the entire world. You have to get away. You have to get away from certain people. You have to get away from certain environments. You have to get away from certain situations. All right. And guys, it is a process. It is a process. You have to think about life like this. In your life, every move that you make is a calculated step to get you closer to where you want to be. Sometimes you have to step 2 or 3, 4, 5 steps back to get just 1 step ahead. Sometimes you have to make 2 steps ahead just to get 10 steps ahead. See what I'm saying? And you cannot hinder yourself. You cannot stop yourself. This is what's wrong with so many people. They'll take a few steps and they'll stop. They'll make a few steps in their life, make a little progress in their life, and they'll just stop, and they think that's it. And guys, it's not. And I will say, at least for those who want more, who want more prosperity, okay, who want to experience things that maybe their life desires. All right, if you're a person that you're truly deep down comfortable living the way you want to live, guys, again, that is fine. Okay, you're not forced to do something that you don't want to do or you don't have to do. But for those, and at least people like myself, who want growth, who want to continue to elevate, who want to continue to experience different things, move in different directions, network with different people, become more prosperous, guys, you have to continue to keep taking steps. A lot of times it comes from fear, because we don't know what that next step is going to bring. And guys, I will say, for me, I have got to a point in my life, it's not even fear anymore. It's like a surprise, because I don't know what to expect. Like right now, I'm out here in Vegas. I'm out here at this, Experience Expo show, networking, meeting people, and to me, that's exciting, because those steps, that I took 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, it's the reason why I'm here now. Stop being afraid of investing in yourself, spending money. I see so many of it, because I used to be the same way. You don't want to invest in yourself. You get a little money, you want to hold on to it. You look down on money. Guys, money is energy. How you feel about it is how it's going to treat you. All right, how you expose it, and how you spend it, how you invest in others is the same way how others are going to invest in you, right? And that's one thing I had to get over, is trying to hold on to something so little that was keeping me away from this opportunity. All right, networking, putting myself, my family, my business, and my future in a better position. I remember, guys, I remember this one time, man, probably about 9-10 years ago, when I kind of went through that revamp stage of my life and my business. And I had $1,200, guys, and I was so afraid. I was so afraid to let go of that money. And I never forget, this guy came to my house, and I seek him out. And this is when, SEO, search engine optimization. People help you get your website ranked so you can, get leads and jobs. And I never forget, man, this guy came to my house, and after he told me, he sat down, and man, this guy, he sold me, because I really felt. It's not that he sold me so much of what he can do. He sold me himself, right? And the guy told me, he said, well, for my services, it's $1,000. And guys, that day, I will never forget, I had $1,200, and I gave that guy $1,000, because that's when I started to realize, Courtney, if you want to put yourself in a better position, you have to stop being afraid of letting go. Something so little. At the time, trust me, guys, at the time, it felt like it was a lot. It really did, and it was a lot. But guys, as I look back and I continue to make those calculated steps, okay, I look back now. Do you think I'm worried about that $1,000? And guess what? That guy did do what he said he was going to do, and that's what makes it even better. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He had ranked my website. I started getting calls. Now, that wasn't the end of it. That was just a small portion of it. And that's the thing, man, is that another thing I see a lot of people do. We give someone money and we think that's it. Oh, I'm going to go take this class. No, bro, you got to keep moving. You got to keep stepping. You got to keep evolving. You got to keep learning. All right. I teach people to do what I do, but it's just a portion. It ain't the end of. It's not the end of the road. It continues to go. Why? Because things continue to change, and this is why a lot of us, again, we get stuck in that rat race, because we stop learning. We learn a few things and we think this is it. All right, we take a few steps in our life and we stop and we think this is it. And this is really why when we say certain people, a small percentage of people are in a better position than most people, and that's the reason why. Because when I look around and I see and I study people and I study their behaviors, I study their language. That's what I do, guys. I sit back and I study people and I see how people talk. Like we can speak the same English language, but a lot of us have a different term of type of language we speak. That's why you can go around a certain group of people and just open your mouth and they'll look at you in a way, because again, you're not, as I look back now, I realize 10 years ago why I wasn't dealing with the type of people that I'm dealing with now, because the way I was talking, it wasn't on their level. Okay, and when you get to a certain level, you realize they wasn't being funny. They wasn't, they didn't think they was better than me. We just was not connected. Okay, we was just not connected, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's why I say, man, you got to continue to grow. You got to continue to search. When you invest in yourself, you invest in others, guys. You are investing in your life. You are investing in your future. And that's how it starts, man. It's continuing to take those calculated steps. All right. Like I say, this is reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it like, oh, you go do this and you do that and you're going to. No, sometimes, again, you might have to take 2 or 3 steps backwards just to get 1 step ahead. And sometimes you might take 2 steps ahead and it might get you 10 steps ahead. All right. But it's not a blueprint on it. At the end of the day, it's about just doing it. Just doing it, man. Taking the risk. Believing. If you really want to put yourself in a better position, you have to continue to move. You cannot stop moving. And that's what I'm doing, guys. I really know right now, the age of 42, I am in my prime. Like everything that I've been doing just for the last 10 years, the last 10 years has finally got me here in my prime, where I'm really going to start to prosper. I'm really going to start to live the life I want to live, helping people. See what I'm saying? But none of this would have been, I would not be here today if I would have not taken that first step 10 years ago. 10 years ago, guys. And again, don't sit back and look at the clock. Don't sit back. Just do it. Just get out here and just do it. Take it one day at a time and just believe. Believe and don't be afraid, and invest in yourself. Believe in others. This is why we're here. This is why certain people, this is why God has put us really here, is to help each other. All right. If you're sick, okay, who you going to look for to help you in your sickness? A doctor, okay? A doctor. These people are gifts to us, all right? And yes, we have to pay them, all right? Yes, they must be paid. This is how they make their living, all right? A teacher, if you want to go to college, these people, you know, professors, how many people in this world they have put in a better position, and these people had to pay for that. They had to pay for that knowledge. They had to pay for that expertise, all right? So that's what I'm saying, guys. It's, you know, believe. Don't stop moving, man. It's out here. I'm telling you. Coming from where I come from, it's out here. All right? And you just got to keep stepping. All right, guys. Me and the missus about to go get some lunch. Now, hopefully this video can help somebody. See you in the next one.